Hello everyone, my name is Zoe Russell and I'm the Assistant Executive Director of RAMP, which is Republicans Against Marijuana Prohibition, and I want to let you know about voting and of conventions that are coming up. We have the Republican primary on March 1st on Super Tuesday, and early voting starts right around the corner, February 16th all the way through the 26th, so you can early vote and then primary vote on vote on March 1st on election day. But you got to make sure to vote. So while we don't endorse any candidates, we want to let you know where all the candidates stand. So RAMP is a part of the coalition, Texans for Responsible Marijuana Policy, and a couple of the members of the coalition went out and asked every single candidate several very important questions on marijuana policy, and you can go look on this page to the link for that. So March 1st, like I said, is Super Tuesday, where you need to vote in the Republican primary, and the other event that happens that day is your Precinct Convention. So Precinct Convention is a little confusing process. The whole convention process is a little confusing. So I'm going to fast forward to May 9th, Monday, where I will be, hopefully, is in Dallas, Texas at the K. Bailey Hutchinson Convention Center, starting off the 2016 Republican Party of Texas State Convention by testifying in favor of changes that I would like to see, and hopefully other members of RAMP would like to see, in the Republican platform. Those changes that I'll be, testifying in favor of, and hopefully we'll have other people testifying in favor of, include support for medical marijuana and issuing a citation rather than arresting people for marijuana, small amounts of marijuana. So I say all this because we need your help, and we need you to also be present at the state convention. You can help us in a whole number of ways, and it's actually a lot of fun, believe it or not. So RAMP will be at booth 511 at the state convention, and you can touch base with us there and get all geared up at the convention. But to get to the point where you're at the state convention, we start on Tuesday, March 1st, Super Tuesday, at your precinct convention. So after the polls close at 7 p.m., you can head to your precinct convention, and around probably 7:30, your precinct convention will begin. And if you attend this convention, what you can do for RAMP is submit resolutions in favor, like we said, of changing the platform for medical marijuana, for legalization, and for changing marijuana penalties so that they're lower for small amounts of possession. So this is basically how we shape the voice of the Republican Party of Texas. And legislators, we can take the platform to them and say, this is what the voters want. But you have to be in attendance and go into these conventions to show that voters want it. So the Senate convention, after your precinct convention, and I've got all the details below on this page on exactly how to go through your precinct convention, and we're going to have more videos on that process. But the Senate convention is basically much larger, and you're elected at your precinct convention to get to your Senate district convention. And it's a much larger convention, and we'll have more information, like I said. So basically what happens is you go to your precinct convention, and you can be voted as a delegate to your Senate or county convention. And at the Senate or county convention, you can be voted as a delegate to the state convention. And this year, since it's a presidential election, you could even be voted at the state level to go to the national convention, where they elect the Republican candidate to the presidency. So we're going to have longer videos on this whole process. I just wanted to give you a short overview of why March 1st is so important and why you need to get in this process early on. If you miss the opportunity to be a delegate to your precinct convention, there's not an opportunity to be a delegate to the Senate district convention and then the state convention. And so you kind of lose out on the opportunity to be involved later if you miss this one important date. There are some workarounds, and if you have any questions, if you just are out of town on March 1st, say, for instance, then send us an email and we will talk to you more about, or if you miss the Senate District Convention, which is March 26th, then we'll talk to you more about how to work around that. But we'll have more information, and please just get involved as much as possible in these next few days and get out and vote. Thank you so much.